Archaeology is really the study of people in the past, who they were, how they were interacting with one another, how they built their houses and their monuments, how they used the environment. And it's about piecing together all of that information from the material remains that they've left behind. So it's a big puzzle. It's allowing you to really get to grips with people and periods where no texts and not much writing leaves their trace, basically. Because we use the materials to think about the ways humans interacted with each other and the environment and the material worlds around us, that really brings us into very relevant things for today, such as how technologies and tools and objects change through time, the resilience and the sustainability of how humans interact with the environment. And it also helps us think about bigger, really pressing issues like climate change. How do we adapt? How have we been able to harness these environmental things in the past? Here in Amsterdam, we do archaeology as part of the Amsterdam Centre for Ancient Studies and Archaeology, or ACASA. And this is a really wonderful collaboration between the University of Amsterdam and the Vrije Universiteit. And this community of scholars come together and really bring a much broader range of expertise and knowledge about archaeology in different regions and different periods to the students at the university program. You start off in your first year by getting a really good foundation in all the basic skills in archaeology. What is archaeology? Which methods do we use? And we also provide you with thematic courses, so environmental archaeology, the cultural history of the ancient world, where we go from prehistory right up through the classical and the Roman worlds up to early medieval. From those basics in your first year, we build on that in your second year. You have courses in science and archaeology, digital archaeology, so broadening your methods and the areas in which you can apply those skills. And we also go into more depth regionally and on a period basis. Towards your third year, you're building up all of those previous courses and you're working up towards your final thesis. And this is where you get a chance to choose something that you're really passionate about, that you've been doing lots of research and thinking about over the course of your degree, and you work with a supervisor and you can really answer a single research question in a lot of depth and in a way that you find very challenging and motivating. In archaeology, you start with your fieldwork at the end of your first year. It's part of that, how do we do the basics of archaeology? And so our training excavations take place in the Netherlands with our members of staff. And then as you move into your second and third years, you become more exposed to different regions and periods, and you can actually choose to do fieldwork projects, both excavation and field survey in countries like the Czech Republic, in Italy, in Greece, and also in Turkey. As well as excavation and survey techniques, we are also, as archaeologists, responsible for sharing our results and telling the story of our work. And that can come in a number of ways. We create 3D models of our objects and our environments. We use drone photography and photogrammetry to reconstruct monuments and sites. We also have a lot of focus on presentation of those results, public speaking, cultural heritage presentations, museum displays. These are all cutting-edge technologies that we use to talk about the past and which will benefit you as a student moving into the workplace. Archaeology really provides you with a very competitive combination of critical thinking, interpretive thinking, and also team skills and leadership. Taking part in archaeological fieldwork projects brings a range of skills that are really transferable for the work market. So archaeology can really provide you a way into working with museums or cultural heritage institutions, and also working with cultural resource management locally nationally and even internationally with governments and other heritage institutions. If you have found a subject or an area that you are really passionate about, we also have a great range of master's programs here at UvA in which you can specialize. And if you are particularly interested in going even further, we have a research master's program that gives you those skills to prepare you for doctoral research as well.